Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the worst mistake that William Ruto is doing in this election is the move to try and inherit and maintain the areas President Uhuru Kenyatta was using as his stronghold in 2017. I'm saying this because it is clear that despite President Uhuru Kenyatta getting 90% Mount Kenya votes and 90% Rift Valley votes, he was not able to win that election until some rigging had to happen, so that Uhuru was declared the winner of that election. William Ruto has come in. His support base is Rift Valley and the Central region. The best thing, if he was to stand a better chance to win this election, it was for William Ruto to sprout his wings, reach out to other regions, and increase his support base. That would have placed William Ruto in a better place to compete equally with Raila Amolo Odinga. Why? And how could William Samoei Ruto do that? That is what we want to try and analyze here. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time when we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our 20 subscribers, thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, how is Ruto maintaining President Uhuru Kenyatta's support base? Number one, William Ruto decided to choose Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate. That means he wants to maintain Mount Kenya region. And because it's coming from Rift Valley, of course, he sorted out. That means that is his support base. Compare that to Raila Amolo Odinga. Where is Raila Odinga's support base? It is Nyanza region and the Western region. But for Raila to put himself in a better position to score, he decided to choose a running mate from Mount Kenya region, a place where he is not popular. And if you were to compare this to William Ruto, for him to increase his area of coverage, it means because he has influence in Mount Kenya and Rift Valley, then what he was supposed to do was to go to Western region or somewhere else. Like if you get to Western because he's working closely with Mudavadi, then that was the person to be his running mate. An area where he's not popular. So that through the running mate, he can attract some numbers to add on that. You cannot tell me that Mother Karua coming from Mount Kenya region, there is no one who will vote for that ticket. There are people who are going to vote for Raila Odinga because of Mother Karua. But now, turning to William Samoei Ruto, he is going to get Mount Kenya region votes because he was working with President Uhuru Kenyatta and he supported him in 2017. And Rift Valley comes in. But now the challenge comes here. How is he going to convince Luyas to vote for him? How? Because after all, he has never had their support. And if Raila was to fail in this election, then the worst mistake he was to do is to do exactly what William Ruto is doing now. How? Come to Western region because these people are supporting you. You have a lot of influence there. And therefore, to maintain that, choose Musalia Mudavadi as your running mate. You will have Luyas 90% voting with you. You have Luo votes. But how do you reach out to Mount Kenya and the Ukambani region where Kalonzo Musyoka happened to come from? So Raila played smart. From the beginning, you have Luo and the Luyas on your side. Western region, Nyanza region. Without giving anything to them. Then you get out. Reach out to Kalonzo Musyoka, Prime Minister. Mother Karua, your running mate. That put Raila Odinga in a good position to score. And it leaves William Ruto in an awkward position to defend. Because now, look at the influence of Rigathi Gachagua in William Ruto. I mean, your running mate should bring the value that is lacking in you. What is lacking in William Ruto? Because, of course, Mount Kenya is accepting him. Ruto is lacking influence in Western region. And who was supposed to bring that influence? Musalia Mudavadi. Because look at Rigathi Gachagua. Today, Rigathi Gachagua is in Rift Valley. Doing what? Campaigning for William Samoei Ruto. I think Rift Valley should be automatic. Same to Mount Kenya. But the choice of an running mate for William Ruto has been the worst. And this is what is going to injure William Samoei Ruto in this election. Compare today events. Rigathi Gachagua, Rift Valley. Mother Karua is in Rift Valley. Nakuru County to be specific. What is Mother Karua doing there? She has gone there to popularize for Raila Odinga, an area where Raila might not attract too much votes. But Mother Karua is reaching out to this area. If Rigathi was to add value to William Samoei Ruto, then today Rigathi should be somewhere in Western region if he is acceptable there. Because Ruto now is in Coast region. Rigathi should be somewhere in Turkana. Rigathi should be somewhere in Nyanza region, where Raila happened to come from. Then campaign for William Samoei Ruto. Because Mother Karua is going to William Ruto's stronghold. Rift Valley, Mount Kenya. Then what Rigathi should be doing is to come to Raila Odinga's stronghold to convince people to vote for William Ruto. That way he will be helping to score if really he is acceptable. He should be today campaigning in Nyanza region. Akuwe labda Kisumu, Siaya, Migori, ama kama sio huko basi akuwe wapi? Those side of Kisii huko akikampenia William Samoei Ruto. In that way he will be adding value to that ticket. But because Rigathi Gachagua has nothing to add in terms of value to William Ruto ticket, that's why he is going in areas where Ruto is popular. If Rigathi go to Rift Valley or not, these people are going to vote for William Ruto. So he's doing nothing. But to make him look like he's performing, he had to go to Rift Valley. And if Rigathi will be campaigning in the Mount Kenya region, where Ruto is popular, then it will mean he is defending, so that people will maintain their line and vote for William Ruto. He wanted them to maintain. But if Mother Karua campaign in the Mount Kenya region, it means she's scoring areas where Raila is not popular, but she is penetrating to the goal. So today, Mother Karua being in Nakuru, campaigning for Raila Amolo Odinga, that means she is penetrating in regions where Raila is not much popular, to add value to that ticket. I want to look at the situation in Western region, how Mudavadi has been campaigning there. The best way to have convinced the lawyers to split their votes, it was if Mudavadi was a running mate to William Ruto. There are people who could consider to go with him, and there are those who are going to stick with Raila. So with the move to split that vote, it means Raila has to look for somewhere else to add value to that vote. That is exactly what Raila has done in Mount Kenya. Go for Mother Karua and split the influence of William Ruto. So Ruto was sleeping when Raila Odinga was busy crafting a plan that was going to deal with William Ruto politically and put him in a political oblivion. So, if even let us assume that Mount Kenya, Rift Valley vote for William Ruto to the last man, still history has proved that he cannot be the winner unless the system wants him to become the president. Uhuru had those numbers, but still, through the court, we learned that election was rigged. There was malpractice. The process was wrong. The process was rigged. That's why Maraga was able to nullify that election without blinking an eye. So those people who think that Ruto is in a better position to win this election, they need a second thought. A better position means you have Mount Kenya 100% or 90%, Rift Valley, then another area. That area was supposed to be Western region. You go where Raila is strong, split his votes. So Raila, in his own wisdom, has managed. You go where Ruto is strong, split his votes by bringing Mother Karua on table, a woman, and now everyone is accepting Mother Karua, including Rift Valley, because she's going there as a woman of integrity, and a woman meaning that he wants to bring the value of a woman on the table. So there are people who might just vote for Mother Karua because she's a woman. It will not necessarily be just women voting for Mother Karua. We have even men who have daughters and sisters and mothers who will embrace this ticket just because a woman is on the top, or is standing a better chance to be at the top table. So in that way, I'm always convinced that Ruto, currently, he is struggling to maintain what he has. Even when Ruto gets to Coast region, the people he's going to address there are people who originated from Mount Kenya region. So they migrated. But those other places, still visibilities of Raila Odinga is strong there. So the only thing Raila is waiting for, or what is cooking now, is the issue of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. The day Kalonzo will come and say it is done, Ruto should be preparing to lead the opposition. Na Musalia Mudavadi, kwa sababu aliamua njia mbaya, I don't know where he will be after this election. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you, and see you in our next